A Fox News alert: Britain is a country in mourning and on high alert this morning. Prime Minister Theresa May saying that another attack may be imminent. Joining us now, Lloyd Figgins, a terror and crisis management expert. I want to talk to you, first of all, about this suspect who they believe carried out this cowardly homicide attack, in that apparently somehow authorities had known of this person. We don't know exactly how, but that somehow in Manchester, the police department were aware of his existence, perhaps of his extreme ideology. What more would you take out of that, considering that this was not just a complete stranger, lone wolf, come out of the dark and pull something like this off?
Yeah, the terminology they're actually using is he was known to an extent. Now, what that extent actually is, they've not come out with. The fact that he probably was under some form of surveillance might lead us to believe that they should have known more. But, you know, we live in a country where we've got phenomenal security services, great police services. And so if this guy really was a person of extreme interest, I'm sure that they would have had him under much, much closer surveillance. The problem that we have is a lot of these communities, in areas like Manchester and in London and places like Birmingham, we have these enclaves where there is, you know, extreme radicalisation happening, and it's a case of trying to get into those communities to try and break down exactly what's happening and get information in order that we can act on that intelligence.
You know, it's likely that this person was not a lone wolf. I mean, all of these raids that happened within minutes after this attack brought up obviously a lot of information. One person was arrested. They did track down his brother, who I read actually had a little bit of a smirk, a smile, a grin on his face when he was taken into custody. What makes the Manchester attack different and maybe harder to stop if, in fact, this is not a lone wolf incident, which at this point it's not looking to be the case?
No, I don't think it is, and I think that as the investigation carries on, we're going to find out that, you know, hopefully not, but this could be part of a larger criminal terrorist cell. And that's the job now of the investigators and of the security services, to actually find out, to piece together what went on here, who this character was, who were his accomplices, and how many more of them are there actually out there. You know, that's why we've raised the threat level to critical, in order that we can actually start putting people on the street, more resources on the streets. We can get the military on the streets in key places such as airports, railway stations, bus terminals and so on, in order that we can help protect the public as best we possibly can until we can track down these individuals and bring them to justice.
All right, Lloyd Figgins, terror and crisis management expert, thank you so much for staying up with us throughout the morning, the early morning hours to discuss. We really do appreciate your insight.